The Columbine High School shooting on April 20, 1999, remains one of the most tragic and horrifying events in American history. This devastating attack left a lasting impact on the nation and forever changed the conversation about school safety and gun violence. Stay with us as we delve into the details of that fateful day and its aftermath. On the morning of April 20, 1999, two Columbine High School students, Eric Harris and Dylan Klebold, arrived at school with a plan to carry out a deadly assault. The two had been meticulously planning the attack for over a year, inspired by a desire for revenge against perceived wrongs and a fascination with violence. They were armed with an arsenal of weapons, including shotguns, semi-automatic rifles, and homemade bombs. At around 11:19 a.m., Harris and Klebold began their attack. They started by detonating bombs in the school's cafeteria, hoping to kill many students and staff members. When the bombs failed to explode as planned, they entered the school and opened fire. The gunmen moved through the halls and library, shooting indiscriminately at students and teachers. The attack lasted for about 47 minutes, during which they killed 12 students and one teacher and injured 21 others. Among the first victims were Rachel Scott and Richard Castaldo, who were eating lunch outside when they were shot. Inside the library, where much of the carnage took place, 10 students lost their lives, including Cassie Bernal and Isaiah Schulz. Teacher Dave Sanders was shot while trying to protect students and succumbed to his injuries later that day. During the chaos, students and teachers hid in classrooms and closets, trying to stay silent and out of sight. Many managed to escape through windows or fled the building as law enforcement arrived on the scene. The SWAT team entered the school and began a room-by-room search, eventually discovering Harris and Klebold dead from self-inflicted gunshot wounds in the library. The immediate aftermath of the shooting was a scene of heartbreak and confusion. Families anxiously awaited news about their loved ones, while the nation watched in horror as details of the massacre emerged. The Columbine community was left to grapple with the unimaginable loss and the question of how something so tragic could happen. The investigation revealed that Harris and Klebold had left behind journals and videos detailing their plans and motives. They expressed deep anger and a desire for notoriety, blaming society and their peers for their feelings of alienation. The attack was intended to surpass previous acts of violence and leave a mark on history. The Columbine shooting had profound and far-reaching effects. It prompted a national conversation about school safety, gun control, bullying, and mental health. Schools across the country implemented new security measures such as installing metal detectors, conducting lockdown drills, and increasing the presence of law enforcement on campus. In the years following the tragedy, survivors and families of the victims became advocates for change. They pushed for stronger gun control laws and better mental health resources to prevent future acts of violence. The memory of those lost in the Columbine shooting continues to drive efforts to create safer schools and communities. Thank you for watching. If you found this video informative, please leave a like and subscribe so you don't miss our next videos.